The scene is electric on America's Game of the Week here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The weather is ideal. This place is packed. The matchup, it's like a playoff game. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And now welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck. Troy Aikman and Aaron Andrews are both coming right up. Well, the Dallas Cowboys roll into this game after a thrilling come-from-behind win at home over the New York Giants. In that game, Tony Romo did not take a sack, but he took a big hit. It hurt. He had to take a shot for the pain during the week before this game, so he's playing a bit compromised here against Philadelphia. He does not have Dez Bryant, his top receiver, out with a broken bone in his foot. Now on the other side, we talk about DeMarco Murray. We'll hear more about DeMarco in a second, but the guy who's pulling the trigger is Sam Bradford. A lot of pressure on this young man who still has a lot to prove.
Well, he talked about going into the game last week and how nervous and anxious he was, and why wouldn't he be? It had been a long time since Sam Bradford has started a game in the league, but he settled in the second half and played well, and they're hopeful that there's some carryover in that here today. But he is excited about being a Philadelphia Eagle. He's playing for an offensive-minded head coach, has a lot of talent around him, but as you said, Joe, a lot of pressure on him and this Eagles team not to start this season off 0-2.
DeMarco Murray, you know the story. He led the league in rushing last year for Dallas. Now he's with the Philadelphia Eagles. For more on Murray, down to the field and Aaron Andrews.
Yeah, and DeMarco has played it right all week long, saying it's just a normal game. I don't care who we're playing. His closest friend, his quarterback on the team, Sam Bradford, even says it's been business as usual. Yeah, he's been very serious all week long. But Joe, we saw DeMarco in pregame warmups. He was emotional. He was intense. He even looked to stare down his team as he was leaving the field. Normal game? Yeah, I don't think so. Joe?
Yeah, we're not buying it at all either up here. The weather is just perfect with the official start of fall coming up this week. It's 81 degrees. A little breezy through the stadium, and off we go as Parkey will kick it away. Dallas won the toss. They receive, and on the return taking a knee is Dunbar. Well, how do you think old number 9, number 8, gets along without number 88 on the outside?
Yeah, you know, last year they were talking about the triplets, you know, him and Dez Bryant and then DeMarco Murray, and now he comes into this game without either one of those guys. Of course, DeMarco Murray on the other side of the ball, but Dez Bryant, when you talk about his production, how do you replace that? You don't. Last week, we referred to the loss in Green Bay of Jordy Nelson and how Aaron Rodgers was a type of quarterback to overcome that. I think the same can be said for Tony Romo in this Dallas offense.
Starting at the 20, and they run it on the first play, and a play made. Crossing the line of scrimmage is Kendricks to bring down Joseph Randle, and a loss of 1. Some of the faces on the offense for the Dallas Cowboys. Bernardo starts at left guard. Ron Leary is out with a strained groin. It's Randle, McFadden, Dunbar, the 3 running backs, trying to pick up the slack with the departure of DeMarco Murray, and Terrence Williams on the outside, the only real down the field threat for Dallas now. Blitz was coming, and Bernardo moved early.
Full start, offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
So a loss of 1 on that first carry by Randle. A loss of 5 on the false start. Second down and 16. You see Street, Devin Street, number 15. Only 2 career receptions. Trying to fill the void left by Dez Bryant. Romo, down he goes. Brought down by Connor Barwin. Loss of 6.
Well, on the outside, one-on-one, Terrence Williams and Byron Maxwell. He's going to get up and play physical with him and try to disrupt the timing. You've got Connor Barwin looping around on a stunt by the Eagles, and he has a clear path to Tony Romo. Right side of that offensive line with Zach Martin and Doug Free did not play that twist very well.
Connor Barwin led the NFC with 14.5 sacks a year ago. He's got his first, 3rd and 22. trying to get a little bit of room, and it's Dunbar on the toss, 4th down. And a good start for this Philadelphia defense.
Joe, I think if you look back at the matchup between these two teams last year, the first game on Thanksgiving, what the Eagles did well defensively is they were able to get pressure on Tony Romo. We know what the offensive line means to this Cowboys offense, but in that matchup, they sacked him 4 times. In the loss at home here in Philadelphia, he was sacked 3 times. They start the opening possession getting pressure on him in this game.
Chris Jones to punt. Good one. Sproles from about the 26. Gets around 1 and takes it to the 40. Good starting field position for Sam Bradford. The Philadelphia Eagles offense, the #1 overall pick back in 2010 for the St. Louis Rams, and it never got going in St. Louis. And to be fair to Bradford, I think he was more a victim of what was around him than one of the reasons why that offense never got going. He had no playmakers at all on the outside, and an offensive line that saw him get hit and hit a lot.
Well, he's got some playmakers here in Philadelphia, and I know he's awfully excited about the opportunity. What I found interesting was he said it's just nice during practice and then in the games to be able to talk offense with the head coach. He went to the Rams. Steve Spagnuolo was the head coach, a defensive coordinator previously. Same could be said with Jeff Fisher.
Here's Murray. Good play up front. Mincy got through. Some of the offensive guys for Philadelphia. I mean, you see that second name from the left. DeMarco Murray, 8 carries, 9 yards, 2 touchdowns, but a slow start in Atlanta Monday night. 2nd and 9. Bradford comes underneath. He's got the rookie Aguilar. And Nelson picks up 8. They're going to mark him a yard shy of a 1st down. Buried Church on the stop, 3rd and 1.
Well, I know DeMarco Murray in all his interviews this week, he said all the right things, said it's business as usual. We heard Aaron Andrews' report to begin this game. He wants to have a big day this afternoon.
Pass is broken up. 3rd down and 1, and they don't run it. Instead, they throw it. Tyler Patman came in front of Jordan Matthews, and it's a 3 and out despite the good starting field position for Bradford in Philadelphia.
It didn't capitalize on the good field position, and you know that's what happens at times in this Chip Kelly offense, that there's this notion that you're going to play fast. And you know, even Sam Bradford said the other day in our meeting with him, it looks really good when it's working, but when you're struggling and you're playing fast, not so good. And had an opportunity there to try to run the ball, pick up a 3rd and 1, and an incomplete pass.
This is their first.
Last week they had a big 3rd and 1 late in that game in Atlanta, and it was Ryan Matthews carrying the ball, not the defending NFL rushing champ DeMarco Murray. I don't think Chip Kelly cares, Troy, what you say about him. Certainly doesn't care about what I say about him. He doesn't care about what the Philadelphia media says about him. He is a confident 3rd-year head coach. He's changed personnel here unlike any person in charge of personnel around the NFL, but it's all on him, and this is his team. This is the way he wanted it. He traded for Sam Bradford. There's a lot on the line for Chip Kelly in 2015.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is this offseason getting more control over personnel, and even though a lot of talented guys have left the building and have gone elsewhere, what he has replaced them with, Joe, it's hard to argue with. This is a talented team, and they are deep in a lot of positions.
That was a drive that lasted less than 1 minute off the clock. And Beasley calls for the fair catch and hauls it in near the 13. 2nd possession for Tony Romo. First one didn't go so well. America's game of the week. No score. Dallas and Philly.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. With fares this low, you might get flagged for excessive celebration. Southwest is having a sale. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
Today we're going to talk about trucks.
Works for me.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing?
Ford. I would say the Ram.
Okay, let's move to the second door. Best V8 horsepower.
The Ram.
I say Ford on the V8.
Chevy.
What about this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year?
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
The Ford?
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
Let's see how you did. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
No way.
Chevy.
Wow.
That's a clean sweep.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's gonna play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play 1 week fantasy football at DraftKings.com this Sunday. Play free with promo code DIME.
Something. Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Second possession for Tony Romo. Randall left side. Barwin in on the stop. Kendricks as well. A gain of 6. Cedric Thornton in there. Look at this defense. Connor Barwin, we already talked about what he did last year, 14.5 sacks. Byron Maxwell, man, he got picked on last week, Troy, in Atlanta.
Boy, he sure did. Julio Jones, he had a heck of a night against him. Slowed things down a little bit in the second half, but not the way he wanted to make his debut either. And they're certainly expecting a lot more. There's not a Julio Jones on the field for the Cowboys today, at least now that Dez Bryant's not playing.
Second down and 4, and the play is made. First hit in the backfield by Benny Logan, a gain of 2, third and short. Coming up, and we've seen Joseph Randall. Benny Logan shaking his head. You're not taking it through here. 3rd and 2.
Well, you look at it, and the Cowboys clearly want to run the football, but last year, DeMarco Murray only had 4 games all season where he didn't rush for 100 yards. 2 of those 4 games were against the Eagles. They are stout. Their front 7 is highly respected by this Cowboys offense, and you wouldn't anticipate that they're going to run the ball with a lot of efficiency here in this game.
On 3rd down, pass is caught, tackle is made, and short of a first down is Cole Beasley. Good work by Byron Maxwell as he got on Beasley right away. It's 4th down, another 3 and out.
Yeah, and Bill Davis has got to be awfully happy about this, because he said the real key in this game is 3rd downs and handling Jason Witten and Cole Beasley, that inside game with Dez Bryant being out of the lineup. And so the first time they're able to throw it on 3rd down, they complete the pass to Beasley, but just outstanding coverage to keep him short of the first down.
Another good punt. Really good punt. He keeps it away from Darren Sproles. Well, we haven't seen much yet, have we? No offense to speak of. Good start for that Philly defense. No score.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
We need to replace the microwave cooking device.
Commence the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Bildar, how can I help?
Did we receive savings from our discount double check?
Oh, yeah, a bunch.
This pleases me.
Save mass quantities with a State Farm discount double check.
Who knows? One of these kids just might be the one to clean the oceans, start a movement, or lead a country. It may not be obvious yet, but one of these kids is going to change the world. We just need to make sure she has what she needs. Welcome to Windows 10. The future starts now for all of us.
Welcome. We have 3 Chevys here.
All right.
I want you to place this award on the podium next to the vehicle that you think was ranked highest in initial quality by J.D. Power.
Can I look around at them? Is that
Highest ranking in initial quality.
It's got to be this one.
This is it.
You are wrong.
Really?
Actually, it's all three.
You tricked me.
J.D. Power ranked the Malibu, Silverado Half-Ton, and Equinox highest in initial quality in their segments.
That's impressive.
I'm very surprised.
I'm very surprised. Chevy hit 3 home runs.
So,
Yes?
French fries and I are pregnant. And we're having chicken fries.
Everybody just calm down!
Again?
There's just no stopping true love. Chicken fries are back at Burger King.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Second possession for Sam Bradford and the Eagles, no score.
There we go.
Handoff is to Murray. And DeMarco Murray is out to the 21, picks up 3. Anthony Hitchens on the stop. Defensively, we highlight these players. Maybe nobody more important than Sean Lee, who missed all of last year with a torn ACL, came back in a big way last week against the Giants. Playing a weak side linebacker, this throw just got away. Crowd looking for a flag, and they get it about 20 minutes after the play. Boy, that was a late flag that came in. There was contact. I wonder if the pass was catchable.
Yeah, I would think they'd pick that flag up, Joe. That ball was pretty high.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's against J.J. Wilcox, but on this windy day, that ball just took off out of the hand of Sam Bradford.
There was a little bit of pressure in the pocket. I couldn't tell. It didn't look initially like the ball was deflected, but the way that it came out, it might have been.
He was. His arm was hit.
It sure was hit as he's coming through, and that's why the ball sailed on him like it did.
That's why that ball took off. Didn't look catchable. They said 27. It was Morris Claiborne who was guilty of the foul, and now first down for Philadelphia as they get it by penalty, and Ryan Matthews takes over. Instead it's Sproles, and he's wrapped up by Lee. Sean Lee, such a good young linebacker, Troy, that just had a terrible time staying healthy.
Boy, that's the truth, Joe. This guy is a really talented player, and he's one of those rare defensive guys that is a true playmaker. I mean, he's always around the football. He's always there to pick up a fumble or step in front of a receiver. And the problem for him, unfortunately, for Cowboys is that he has not been able to stay healthy, and he knows that somehow he's got to find a way to stay on the field.
Second down and 14. Bradford looking for somewhere to go. He finds Murray, and DeMarco Murray goes around Claiborne and turns it into a 6-yard gain as Sean Lee is out there for the stop. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, the Cowboys are predominantly a man coverage team, and that's what the Eagles expect. On that play, however, they drop into zone, and so some of the routes that you're expecting to have some good opportunities on, the Cowboys with their linebackers were able to get underneath those throws.
So far, the Eagles are 3 out of 13 on 3rd down to start the year. Bradford throws, pass is bobbled and dropped by Jordan Matthews. And it was a pass that he didn't catch at the end of the game on Monday night that turned into the game-sealing interception. He was maybe, Troy, a yard shy of first down yardage. But if he catches that, he's got a shot at picking up a fresh set.
Yeah, I think if he catches that ball, he probably is able to pick up the first down and one that he typically catches. I know he missed the one last week, but he's more sure-handed than that.
Beasley, fair catch at the 20. No offense yet. Good work by each defense. Dallas has it 3rd time. No score.
Today we're going to talk about trucks.
Works for me.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing?
Ford. I would say the Ram.
Okay, let's move to the second door. Best V8 horsepower.
The Ram. I say Ford on the V8.
Chevy.
What about this year's Motor Trend Truck of the Year?
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
The Ford?
There's no reason why they shouldn't be.
Let's see how you did. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
No way.
Chevy.
Wow.
That's a clean sweep.
Every insurance policy has a number, but not every insurance company understands the life behind it. For those who've served and the families who've supported them, we offer our best service in return. USAA, we know what it means to serve. Get an insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Food, football, and fantasy. What it's all about. This is a DraftKings league amongst friends. But there's room for only one bull in this ring. You'll share some laughs, sure. But not a single French fry. Because DraftKings is a one-week winner-take-all league, gentlemen. Camaraderie can only go so far. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play free with your friends with promo code PRACTICE. Get to DraftKings.com.
Orange is a good color for you.
They say it's a new black.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet. Find new roads. And by DraftKings. Free one-week fantasy football at DraftKings.com.
America's Game of the Week. That means we're playing late. Early game headliners. Matt Jones sharing time with Alfred Morris with the Redskins. Look at what he did today against the Rams. Adrian Peterson, 31 touches this week, different than last week against San Francisco, and San Francisco got rocked by the Steelers. Antonio Brown, a big part of that. 9 catches, 195 yards, and a touchdown. Here's Terrence Williams, and the first down for the Dallas Cowboys. A nice catch and run after the catch by Williams. Good throw by Romo.
Right there in the seam, in front of Byron Maxwell. We talked about the tough night that he had on Monday night against the Falcons, and a lot of those big plays were the deep crossing routes when the Eagles were in man coverage. What I found interesting about that game is that his former defensive coordinator in Seattle, Dan Quinn, now the head coach at Atlanta, who certainly is aware of Byron Maxwell, he's the guy he decided to target in the passing game in that game Monday night.
Here's a handoff to Randall. Bounced off one tackler and picks up 4. Benny Logan is a player that missed early. Yeah, I mean, the question for Byron Maxwell is he a great corner, or was he a good corner in a great defense and a great secondary? And well, we'll find out here in 2015. They're paying him like a great corner. Second and 6. Play action from Romo. That was going to be a key for him today, and it turns into another first down. It's Joseph Randall. Troy, the Cowboys, for the first time in 92 games, started a game with back-to-back 3-and-outs, and now they're on a bit of a roll.
Well, Byron Maxwell, he's going to carry Terrence Williams on the out route, and so by doing that, it opens up that flat. If he's going to be in man on the outside, somebody then has to be in man coverage on Joseph Randall, and just not good coverage. They vacate a zone, and it's an easy pitch and catch for Romo.
On Philadelphia's side of the 50. Hand off to Randall, trying to get him rolling. A nice gain on first down of 5. It was Randall who in late May was quoted as saying, with regard to DeMarco Murray, who he's now facing off against today, he had a good year last year, and I got to sit back and watch, and I felt like there was a lot of meat left on the bone. And he's talking about a guy who rushed for 1,845 yards, and that raised some eyebrows, certainly around the league and especially here in Philadelphia.
Well, Jason Garrett said last week he thought that Joseph Randall could have run through some arm tackles that he failed to, and I said, so what you're telling me is he left a little meat on the bone last week. I don't think head coach Jason Garrett saw any humor in that.
Here's Randall again, a little stutter step, and he's got a first down. And one thing to point out, Troy, is that Lel Collins has taken over at left guard for Mackenzie Bernardo. He was a college free agent who slipped in the draft. Big player, and he's now in there. They're trying to see what he can do at guard.
Yeah, you look at this draft by the Dallas Cowboys, and they picked up 3 first-round talents. They got Byron Jones in the first round, Randy Gregory, who had first-round grades on him, they picked up in the second, and then, of course, Lel Collins, who was signed as a free agent, now in at left guard.
Good drive here for Dallas. First down. This is Williams. Good throw and catch. And Terrence Williams getting his opportunity with the injury to Dez Bryant. Good for 19. Working on Maxwell.
Tony knows what he's going to get against the Eagles. They don't not vary the coverage all that often. A lot of one-on-one outside. And so, as you pointed out, Joe, they're going to find out about Byron Maxwell. They're going to find out about Nolan Carroll as well, because they're not going to get a lot of help. And for a guy who has been paid a lot, both the Falcons and now in the early going by the Cowboys, they have gone after Maxwell.
On first down with Williams on the sideline. Here's Randall. Inches inside the 15-yard line as we're under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. A gain of 3. Brandon Graham on the tackle for Philly.
You look at this drive and 7 plays, and right now over 4 minutes and counting. And last week, to open up that game against the Giants, they took 11 minutes off the clock. And as fast as the Eagles like to play offensively and tire out a defense, this goes a long way in helping your defense recover as they move through the game if they're able to control the clock.
Second down, Romo protected. Has his tight end Escobar for a gain to the 1.5-yard line. The knee went down. DeMarco Ryans made the stop. Escobar with a lunge to the end zone, but the knee hit first. First and goal.
Well, Escobar, he just comes off the ball and runs a crossing route, and nobody picks him up when he crosses. DeMarco doesn't see him until he's well past him.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, it looks to me like it's a score.
Garrett's got the red flag in his hand. Let's see, knee is down now. And that's going to be challenged by Jason Garrett. And on that first look, it looks to be a good challenge. Jason Garrett, who is in his 5th full year as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. It all came together last year. Let's take another look.
Dallas is challenging the ruling on the field of the line to gain short of the goal line.
It's not just the knee. You have to take into consideration where the shin is as well. Going to be interesting to get the call. We'll have it when we come back.
Welcome. We have 3 Chevys here.
All right.
I want you to place this award on the podium next to the vehicle that you think was ranked highest in initial quality by J.D. Power.
Can I look around at them? Is that...
Highest ranking in initial quality.
It's got to be this one.
This is it.
You are wrong.
Really?
Actually, it's all 3.
You tricked me.
J.D. Power ranked the Malibu, Silverado Half-Ton, and Equinox highest in initial quality in their segments.
That's impressive.
I'm very surprised.
I'm very surprised. Chevy hit 3 home runs.
AT&T and DirecTV are now one, which means you can watch movies while you're on the move, sitcoms while you sit on those, and even Fargo in Fargo. Binge while you lose weight, and enjoy a good cliffhanger while you hang from a why am I yelling? The revolution will not only be televised, the revolution will be mobilized. Introducing the all-in-one player, only from DirecTV and AT&T.
From the writer and director of It's Complicated, The Holiday, and Something's Gotta Give.
Now, I'm going to ask you one of our more telling questions for all of our interns. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
When I'm 80.
The Intern is a perfect movie in every way.
Woo!
It's one of the smartest comedies of the year.
Look and learn, boys, because this is what cool is. How in one generation have men gone from guys like Jack Nicholson and Harrison Ford to...
Oh, boy. The Intern, rated PG-13, September 25th.
Dr. Rosewood, you are obsessed with death.
I have a unique relationship with death. I'm a big fan of life.
How you doing, Miami?
Morris Chestnut is Rosewood, and don't miss an exclusive scene from the new season of Empire that you can only see in the series premiere of Rosewood, Wednesday on Fox.
Well, we've been checking with our security blanket, Mike Pereira, back in LA. He thinks it's too close to call to overturn the call. Here's the call. Tony Corrente will give it to us. Is it a touchdown or first and goal?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field will stand the runner short of the goal line. Dallas will be charged with their first timeout.
So Escobar is held out of the end zone. It was DeMarco Ryans who, for the moment, saved the touchdown. And with this stout defensive front, who knows? Who knows what that saves? We'll see if Dallas can pound it in, if Philadelphia can keep him out.
Well, I would expect the Cowboys to run it here on first down and just make a statement with this offensive line, and that they've got the confidence that down here with a foot to go that they can punch it across the goal line.
Extra offensive lineman Charles Brown in there for Dallas. Randall left side. Doesn't get it. Great work by Bo Allen. The second-year player from Wisconsin, number 94, got through there and hit him first.
An outstanding job of penetration. You see Lel Collins, the left guard, he gets knocked back. That gives Randall, then he's got to try to cut back, and there's just nowhere for him to go. Just an excellent job down here on the goal line by this defensive front of the Philadelphia Eagles.
They lost a yard, 2nd and goal. Now 3 tight ends in there for Dallas. Pass is incomplete for Gavin Escobar.
And this is where they miss Dez Bryant. How many times do you see Dez split out wide like that and throw the back shoulder fade? And he's difficult to handle. And he's got a long wingspan and able to make a lot of these types of catches. They try to come to Gavin Escobar. He's a red zone threat as well because of his size, but he's no Dez Bryant. And these two have not thrown those kinds of passes the way he and 88 have. And now it's a big 3rd down.
Play action. It is broken up by Ryans. Pass intended for Weeden. And it was Ryans who saved the touchdown with a tackle of Escobar, and Dallas will attempt the field goal. What a stand.
Well, Weeden was open so quickly off the ball that if Romo had not been running play action, he just pulls up and gets the ball to him right now. But off the play action fake, he tries to get it out as quickly as he can. He doesn't drive the ball the way that he wanted to, and they were able to recover and make a play on that ball. But Weeden had about 5 steps initially off the ball.
20-yard attempt for one of the best in the game, and Bailey knocks it through. But how about Philadelphia's defense? Good drive by Dallas ends in a field goal, and it was the defense stepping up. That was 1st down. Here's 2nd down for Escobar. 3rd down for Weeden. Ryan's a big part of it. 3-0. Dallas on top on America's Game of the Week.
We're close. Any sign of the evil king?
Nope. What are you so worried about?
Well, you did kill his son, and you are on his ship.
That.
I'm detecting enemies ahead.
Let's give him something to dance to.
Hey, hey, mama said the way you move gon' make you sweat, gon' make you
Great. Now I'll never remember all your names.
Just couldn't wait, could you?
For what? Papa Bear's a no-show. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Oh, man. You killed his son?
Yeah. Been working on my apology all week.
Get Destiny the Taken King and the complete Destiny adventure in the Legendary Edition. Rated T for Teen. The ultimate Destiny experience is on PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
Good morning, shoppers. Free samples in aisle 5.
That's a first-rate queso dip. Haven't been this lost in years.
Recalculating shortest route.
Do I really look like this?
And put it on top.
Never seen this one before.
Chicken parm, you taste so good.
I like it.
Dallas had 5 first downs on that drive. It results in 3 points, 12-play drive covering 79 yards. Cowboys had 3 5-plus minute scoring drives last week against the Giants. This one 6:04. Escobar came within a shin, touching down on the grass of scoring the first touchdown of the day. Great work by Philadelphia's defense. Bradford and company will start at the 20, down by 3. October means baseball, and FS1 continues to be your home for postseason action with the American League Division and Championship Series. And this is going to be one fun year of playoff baseball in the American League and the National League. It is just wide open. It all begins October 8th on FS1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. And here's the reaction when Witten and company got back to the bench as they were held out of the end zone, and DeMarco Ryans a couple of plays defensively to make that a reality. Starting at the 20, down by 3. Here's Murray. Not much. McLean was in there. Hitchens as well. They tripped him up. A gain of 2.
No surprise by Philadelphia coming into this game trying to get DeMarco Murray running the football. The Cowboys expect to see a lot of him. So far they've done a pretty good job.
Here he is again, and Lee makes the play. And so far nothing from DeMarco Murray facing his old teammates. Barry Church in there as well, a loss of 2. And so far the Eagles with their 3rd possession now. They've run 9 plays for under 20 yards and have only 1 first down that came on a penalty.
Well, I know the thought coming into this game, Joe, was that they would work the running backs and kind of the tight end combinations. I spoke. Rod Marinelli's changed things up a little bit. He's played some zone coverages, but they haven't been able to work those combinations that they had really hoped to within the passing game. Haven't been able to get the running game going either.
3rd down and 10. This one is caught and now dropped. Knocked out, and it was Patman who made the play as Miles Austin could not secure the catch, and Patman just simply knocked it out of his hands.
Really an outstanding job by Tyler Patman, because Miles Austin initially he has the ball, and right there he goes after it when he's trying to bring it in and is able to knock it loose. And I know Tyler Patman, he's been relied on a little bit more with the injury to Orlando Scandrick. He came on last season. He's been playing well there in that role.
Beasley with a chance to return it. Penalty flag is thrown on the play. 57-yard punt, nothing on the return, and we'll check the flag as the Cowboys get it back. So far, only 1 first down for the Eagles offensively, coming on a penalty.
Pick, holding, receiving team number 39. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So it's a hold against Dallas that will cost some field position, and we welcome you inside the broadcast booth. I'm Joe Buck along with Troy Aikman. What have we seen so far besides really not anything offensively from the Eagles?
Yeah, they just haven't been able to get anything going, and now the defense is back out on the field. And then in the first quarter, the Eagles have had the ball just 3.5 minutes. Of course, that's pretty typical, for this Eagles offense, but generally they're moving the ball and they're scoring points at a very quick rate. They just have not been able to get on track. They haven't gotten the running game going like they had anticipated, and more importantly, they have not really gotten the high percentage passing going that was so effective last week on Monday night.
Bernardo back in there at left guard for Collins, and McFadden gets his first carry. He's brought up and brought down by Jenkins in the backfield, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. This Eagles defense has had no rest. They're used to that with the pace that their offense puts up there. But right now, after 1, it's 3-0 Dallas. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Corona can has arrived. This football season, we get anything we want. Any toppings, any specialty, any large Pizza Hut pizza for just $10.
If only this could last forever. But it won't. Now until September 27th, bring home the flavor with a $10 any carryout deal. Only at Pizza Hut. Hut.
You can be sure of a Toyota RAV4's all-wheel drive capability because AMCI testing shows RAV4 outperforming other SUVs in snow. Acceleration, RAV4 beats Honda CR-V, while Subaru Forester is slowest. Braking, RAV4 stops 50 feet before CR-V and 83 feet sooner than Forester. Now, you can get the adventurous RAV4 with 0% financing or $1,000 cash back. Toyota, let's go places.
Gluten-free.
There are those who follow trends and those who make their own. The unmistakable Audi Q5. Get an exceptional offer on the Audi Q5 at your local dealer today.
I have a video I want you to watch, and no matter what, I need you to stay focused. Don't take your eyes off the screen.
It's hard to stay focused. Text message alerts from Chevy Cruise let you send a text response at the touch of a button so you can focus on driving.
Find your tag, like $2,500 total cash allowance on select Cruise vehicles in stock.
Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Emmy Awards, live tonight on Fox.
Nice day in Philadelphia for America's Game of the Week. This great rivalry between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Not a good start for Chip Kelly's offense. The defense holding Dallas out of the end zone the last time they had it. Second down and 11 as we start the second quarter. Pass caught. Devin Street left wide open as he drove Nolan Carroll back, stopped and picks up 18 yards, and that's just his third career catch, first of the year.
Devin Street is really not so much an unknown, but is still a developing player. With Tony Romo, he talked about him, and obviously his role increases with Dez Bryant going down. But how consistently, when teams come up and really press him, that time Nolan Carroll, he played soft coverage and gave him an easy reception, but when he's challenged one-on-one, well, the mark of a good receiver is can you beat that? And that's what he still has to prove.
Back to the ground game, it's McFadden. Good play by Fletcher Cox. Troy says Dez Bryant. Aaron wants to talk about Dez Bryant. Aaron.
Yeah, there were reports this morning from the NFL Network that Dez Bryant may now be out for 10 to 12 weeks, Joe, instead of the 4 to 6 that was originally reported. It was reported this morning that he actually needed a bone graft when he had surgery earlier last week to put that screw in. I did have a chance to speak with Executive Vice President Stephen Jones about it. He said the reports are accurate about needing a bone graft. He said never once were the Cowboys hiding that from the media. But he said what is inaccurate is the 10 to 12 weeks. Simply, Dallas does not know. It's a week-to-week thing on when Dez will be back.
Here's McFadden underneath. Thanks, Aaron. And Darren McFadden lowers his head and takes it to the 45 as he ran through Kendricks.
This is where Tony Romo has been so effective, not just last year, but last week as well. In that win last week against the Giants, not one ball was attempted over 20 yards in the air. And the reason is that Romo's gotten very patient at getting the ball down the field and checking the ball when he doesn't have anything. And that time, even in second and long, come underneath to his backs. It was highly effective last week, and a nice gain for a first down on that play.
3 tight ends in there for Dallas. Play action. Romo comes to the rookie. That's Swain. And Jeff Swain is wrapped up immediately by Malcolm Jenkins. No gain.
Well, this is a game of matchups, and I know that the Eagles are trying to match up with the offensive players that the Cowboys possess, and Cole Beasley is one of those challenges, as is Jason Witten. And so I know that when it comes to Witten, they want to get Malcolm Jenkins on him. And Cole Beasley, they think Walter Thurman is a good matchup when he's in the game in the slot position, but they can create some challenges even without Dez and having to focus on those outside receivers.
The newcomer Bryce Butler at the bottom of the screen. Romo had to tell him where to go out of the huddle. And Romo just gets shoved down. Cedric Thornton made the play. That was just 2 hands to the chest and take a seat. 3rd down.
Well, Doug Free, the right tackle, he just sets inside hard and really gives Thornton a pretty good lane at Romo. Romo's trying to get the ball out quickly, doesn't like it. Off balance, and I don't know that you'll get an easier sack than what Thornton just got.
3rd down and 17. Penalty flags fly. Play clock was at 0. And it is delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
I want to pick up on what you said a moment ago. Tony Romo really is a different quarterback than 2 years ago. He proved it last year. He's stuck with a lot of running plays. He has that good offensive line. He's not looking to run. He extends plays, but he's so dangerous on the move.
Well, he's gotten patient. He knows that he doesn't have to force throws. More importantly, he knows that he doesn't have to make every play, and he can let those guys around him do their jobs as well. And of course, he was very successful last year with that approach.
Here's McFadden. He's got a mile to go and wrapped up at the 41. Hendricks on the tackle, a gain of 7. It's 4th down.
I think that's a good example of it right there, Joe. It's 3rd and long. The likelihood of being able to convert that isn't good. There was probably a time in Romo's career where he would try to make a throw and pick up the first, and now he realizes, hey, it's okay to check it down. And like I said last week, that was really masterful work on his part when he didn't have things down the field coming underneath and letting the backs and letting Cole Beasley and Witten. Those combinations beat a defense.
Jones has had a couple of really good punts, and here's another for a fair catch. Inches inside the 15-yard line by Sproles. Eagles get it back. They're looking for something offensively down 3.
Hey, babe. Last one home cooks?
Order in?
Next time I drive.
The right size Nissan Rogue.
I have iPhone Forever from Sprint, so I never have to wait to get the newest iPhone.
I don't have iPhone Forever from Sprint, so it's 15 months until I can upgrade to the new iPhone 6S. But I don't mind waiting. And I'm not jealous of your new iPhone either.
Our best deal ever. $15 a month includes an iPhone 6S and a new iPhone every year forever. And we'll pay off every dime of your old phone or contract so you can switch.
Can I just switch to Sprint?
Pre-order today.
We see murders before they happen.
I'm a detective. I can help you.
Minority Report. Series premiere tomorrow at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Nissan, innovation that excites, and by Burger King. Try our Oreo Red Velvet Shake. Now you can have your cake and drink it too.
Time for the Eagles to kick it into gear offensively. They start this drive down 3 at their own 15. The time of possession. Philly's defense has got to be worn out. No traction yet for Sam Bradford and Philly's offense. Play action. Sproles out of the backfield. Can't get around Sean Lee. Gain of 2. Morris Claiborne out there as well. And even last week, Troy, we didn't see anything down the field from the Philadelphia Eagles and Sam Bradford. He didn't throw one pass 21 air yards or more all week last week, and everything's so close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they've attempted a few things, on the outside. They've failed to convert.
Here's Matthews. They're doing nothing. Gain of 1.
But right now, this defensive front is just beating the offensive line. I know some changes took place from where they were a year ago. They let Evan Mathis go from the left guard position, a Pro Bowl player, and then, of course, Todd Harrimans, who played right guard. So new guys in those positions, and they did not run the ball well last week, have not been able to this week. Certainly, that's a big part. That is the biggest part of what Chip Kelly wants to do offensively.
3rd down and 7. Bradford throws and misses his target. Incomplete. It's another 3 and out, and this crowd is restless. Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that's now 4 possessions, 3 and outs for Philadelphia.
Well, they got the man coverage that they were anticipating, but just outstanding work by this Cowboy secondary. There was really nowhere for Sam Bradford to throw the football. They had everybody covered up, and another 3 and out.
Donnie Jones hits it, fair catch, and now Beasley gets away. Takes a Philadelphia bounce near the 28, and that's where it's tapped by the Eagles. Another possession, Dallas in a 3-point game.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's gonna play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play 1 week fantasy football at DraftKings.com this Sunday. Play free with promo code DIME.
Hi, I'm Randy Moss, and I have DirecTV. And I'm Petite Randy Moss, and I have cable. Only DirecTV's NFL Sunday Ticket lets you watch your favorite team every Sunday, no matter where you live. I just moved here. I can't watch my favorite team. I love that I can watch all my old teams like I'm still back there. And I hate it when they put the Fruity Munch on the top shelf. Don't be like this, me. Get NFL Sunday Ticket, only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
The world is captivated by the rise of notorious gangster Whitey Bulger.
It's not what you do, it's when and where you do it. And who you do it to or with. If nobody sees it, it didn't happen.
Jimmy, he's 6.
You follow?
Yes, I follow.
Black Mass, the story of Whitey Bulger. Rated R.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
This is about us taking the empire.
Second level stuff in this rivalry. Food. You got Tex-Mex against the cheesesteak. TV, it's Dallas against It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. One has big oil, the other has a big bell. And it's America's team against the birthplace of America for the 113th time, the Cowboys and the Eagles.
You pulled that together.
I didn't have anything to do with it. All I did was read it. It's the mind of Jake Jolivet. And that was ugly. False start.
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Since the league went to a 16-game schedule in 1978, Dallas has 37 wins in this rivalry. Philadelphia has 36. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the visiting team has won 4 straight. This rivalry, the Cowboys won the last 3 games they've played here in Philadelphia as they lead here by 3.
Last year, the Eagles were in full command of the division once they beat Dallas on Thanksgiving in Dallas and just could not close the deal.
Here's Randall on a toss. Nowhere to go, and turned that into something. He went around Brandon Graham, picked up 3. Second down.
That's an excellent job of finishing a run by Joseph Randall. And you know, when he's had his opportunities in his first couple of years, he's really maximized them. I mean, he has made plays on the limited attempts that he has had. But when you become the featured guy, it is entirely different. When you have to do it play in and play out, week in and week out, it's hard. And the Cowboys think he can do it, but until you do it, you just don't know.
Second down and 12. Romo has to shift, throws high and off the hands of Terrence Williams. Had him. Throw a bit high. Williams went up to get it. Couldn't make the catch, covered by Maxwell as they go after number 31 again.
Yeah, it was pretty good coverage this time by Byron Maxwell. You see the jostling taking place off the line of scrimmage. I think I talked about Bill Davis, the defensive coordinator. They play their style. And these corners, sometimes, you know, you're in no man's land and you're not going to get help. And when you're having nights like Byron Maxwell had last Monday night, it's a lonely feeling because you're not going to get help from upstairs in the booth by your defensive coordinator.
Penalty flag on the play. Here's Williams. What a catch for a first down, but a flag is down as Williams stepped right in front of Nolan Carroll. I mean, that was impressive by number 83. Good for 15 on 3rd and 12.
Offense. Number 77 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
So they get Tyron Smith for not being up on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they may have warned him already once. They usually do, and the helmet has to break the belt buckle of the center.
It's a 6th Dallas penalty here in the first half, and the 3rd on the offensive line.
That's not a good angle to look at it. You got to look at it down the line of scrimmage, but that's why they called him. He was off the ball too much. His helmet apparently was not breaking the center of Travis Frederick's belt buckle, and he got the penalty.
3rd down and 17 now. Here's Witten underneath. He won't get it. Crosses the 30. Kiko Alonso, who the Eagles got from Buffalo in the LaShawn McCoy trade, is there to make the stop. A gain of 10. That's the 8th different receiver that Romo has found in this opening half.
How about that interception that Kiko Alonso had last Monday night? I mean, you want to talk about Odell Beckham's catch, which was miraculous. For a linebacker, I'll put it up against that catch any day. It was terrific.
Chris Jones and Donnie Jones have been busy, the two punters. Another fair catch called for by Sproles. At the 26, a punt of 44 yards, no return. Philadelphia has it. Do they have any offense to show in this first half down 3?
Now that's a full weekend. Join in and guess the 5 stops they made by tweeting #UltimaWeekend Contest for a chance to win your own weekend adventure.
With Monday morning traffic report after the weekend's crazy festival, let's go to our eye in the sky for the latest on the morning.
So, yes, French fries and I are pregnant. And we're having chicken fries.
Everybody just calm down.
Again?
There's just no stopping true love. Chicken fries are back at Burger King.
Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see.
FanDuel has definitely changed my Sundays. It's made it a lot more interesting.
FanDuel's one-week fantasy football leagues are paying $75 million a week with immediate cash payouts and no commitment.
I've deposited a total of $35 on FanDuel and won over $2 million.
Just choose a league, pick your team, and get your cash winnings after Monday night.
It's like the best adrenaline rush ever.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code FOUL.
Monsters are coming. Cleanse this city in blood and fire.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by FanDuel, the leader in one-week fantasy football.
So far, just 3 points on the board, and the Eagles have run it 6 times in this opening half, and only 2 of the plays have gained positive yardage. Bradford started slow in the first half last week. Not this slow. 3 for 7 for 17 yards in the home opener. That one is caught. Short gain. Barry Church on the tackle. That went right through the hands. I think it was Mincy. Zach Ertz makes the catch. And everything is right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 8, just a gain of 2.
And Jordan Matthews, who had 10 receptions last week, has not gotten a ball yet here in this game.
Bradford stumbles on his way back to Murray, and he's wrapped up in the backfield by Sean Lee. A loss of 3, 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, Sam tries coming out from underneath center. He gets stepped on, and that slows things up a little bit. But because of this scheme that Rod Marinelli runs defensively for the Cowboys, it frees up Sean Lee as the outside linebacker a lot without blockers on him. And he got a free run that time on DeMarco Murray. And they've just done a great job of bottling everything up and not giving any of these backs anywhere to go with the ball.
The Eagles need a conversion here on 3rd and 11. They have blocking, but a flag flies. It's Sproles, and he's got a first down. But a flag is down on the play. Good play call. It was there, but a penalty called.
Pass interference. Offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty. Repeat. 3rd down.
Against Zach Ertz. And that's the first penalty called against the Eagles in this game.
Well, Zach Ertz is right here at the tight end position, and it looked like he was trying to, run across. Well, I think if he runs that, he's always running a route, Joe. He protects himself. He's obviously trying to pick the linebacker who was in the man coverage that was on Sproles. They got him for it. You don't see that called very often, that close in-line play and that quickly off the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 21. Another short throw. It's Sproles, and he knocks out of bounds near the 20.
I'm not sure that the Eagles offense are going to give them any Gatorade at halftime. They haven't even worked up a sweat. I mean, they haven't been on the field at all. They've been unable to get anything going. Talked about it a little bit earlier. They have attempted a few shots down the field on the outside to the receivers. They've had the screens, they've had the swing passes, but they haven't worked the inside middle of the field at all here in this first half.
This is the 9th punt of the game. We have only 8 first downs in the game so far and 3 points. Beasley gets away from Burton. Flags are down on the return by Cole Beasley. Meanwhile, the total yardage is 134 Dallas to 21 total yards for the Eagles offensively.
Well, I mentioned it earlier when we visited with Sam Bradford on Friday. And he said, hey, when it's going well, it looks really good, but when it's not, it looks really bad. And this has looked really bad. They have not gotten anything going. When they got the screen to Sproles, it looked like a first down before the penalty. That was their first opportunity to really try to get some momentum.
During the return of the kick, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 57. This penalty is declined. During the kick, holding, receiving team. This penalty be assessed from the spot where the kick ended, 10 yards, first down.
Big break, come back. The Cowboys have the lead and the football. 5:24 left, opening half.
This is iPhone 6s. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger. So you can peek into stuff. And pop stuff open, which changes how you play a song. Read a text. Read an email. Read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. Now you can change apps like this. Pay at more places like this. And the new color looks like this. It's rose gold. It's awesome. And Siri is more helpful than ever.
Hey Siri, show me photos of tortellini.
Here are some images of tortellini.
Maybe get takeout? The camera shoots 4K video now, which changes how your movies look. Nice. Even selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. You just touch them. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Food, football, and fantasy. what it's all about. This is a DraftKings league amongst friends, but there's room for only one bull in this ring. You'll share some laughs, sure, but not a single French fry, because DraftKings is a one-week winner-take-all league, gentlemen. Camaraderie can only go so far. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play free with your friends with promo code PRACTICE. Get to DraftKings.com.
This football season, we get anything we want. Any toppings, any specialty, any large Pizza Hut pizza for just $10.
If only this could last forever.
But it won't. Now until September 27th, bring on the flavor with a $10 any carryout deal. Only at Pizza Hut. Hut.
Catch the Emmys tonight, hosted by Andy Samberg.
A guy on a show on Fox.
3-0 game, Dallas with the football. Backed up just outside their own 11, and the frustration for DeMarco Murray. You don't have to be much of a lip reader to figure out A, he's mad, B, he's saying he better get the ball the next series. 5 carries, 1 yard for Murray so far. Here's Whitten. He's good for 5.
Yeah, you know, as bad as they started last week, you didn't think that it would happen here in this game, but they look worse. You know, the good news for the Eagles is they're only down 3 points instead of 17 like they were on Monday night. The only thing hurting the Cowboys really is all the penalties. They have been penalized a lot here in the first half. They had penalties on this punt return that backed them up. But it has created some long third downs for them that they've been unable to overcome.
Big news for Philadelphia's defense. Kiko Alonso is out with a left knee injury. Out for the rest of the game. And this is a young player who has had both ACLs blow and has had surgery. He missed all of last year with a torn ACL. I'm not saying that it's that, but it's something that we'll try to get an update on as we go through the rest of the game before we get off the air. So Kiko Alonso, the player, the main guy they got for LaShawn McCoy, out for the rest of the game with a left knee injury. 3rd and 3.
Just an outstanding player too. Had a great rookie year in Buffalo, and big expectations. He was really coming into his own. Like I said, in the opener against Atlanta, still recovering from the injury, now to go out, and I think that's very impactful in this ball game right here.
Play clock expired. And that's 2 delay games.
Delay game.
Instead, they get a timeout. And we may get a reversal here as one of the officials comes into Tony Corrente and says a timeout was called.
There is no foul for delay a game. Timeout. Dallas. First.
So they pick up the flag. The second timeout charged to the Dallas Cowboys, which saves 5 yards. 3rd down and 3. Tonight, week 2 continues with Sunday Night Football on NBC. A great matchup with the Seahawks and the Packers at Lambeau Field. Tomorrow, Monday Night Football on ESPN. And then week 3 kicks off Thursday Night Football on CBS and the NFL Network with the Redskins and the Giants. Giants start 0-2. Redskins got a win today at home over the Rams. They're 1-1.
Joe, you look at this first half. Both these offenses, see what Dallas is able to do on this possession, convert here. Neither team has converted a 3rd down yet, but the Cowboys are every bit as frustrated offensively as what the Eagles are. They're not accustomed to struggling the way that they have here in this first half either.
Empty backfield with Romo. Play clock down to 3. On 3rd down, pass caught by Whitten. Forward progress, good enough for a 1st down. With under 4 to play in this first half, Thurman and Jordan Hicks on the tackle, a gain of 5 on 3rd and 3.
A little surprised that Walter Thurman was playing as soft as he was, knowing that it was 3rd and short. Whitten sure is Tony's security blanket and has been for a long time. Those two came into the league the same year, completed a lot of passes like that over the years.
That's the 8th 1st down of this first half for Dallas. First look wasn't there, and now Randall, after a delay from Romo, is good on the catch, but a flag flies late.
An Ineligible member of the offense downfield on the pass, number 70.
That happened.
5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Delayed timing on that play.
Yeah, that's what happens when you hold the ball as the quarterback. Here's Zach Martin at right guard, and you're going to see is the ball doesn't come out with the timing that was anticipated. Primarily, Doug Free was in the throwing lane, and you hold it. And Zach Martin, he's not looking back. He's expecting the ball to come out on time, and he was downfield.
Lel Collins is back in at guard. Switching off with Mackenzie Bernardo. There he is, 71 on 1st and 15. Beasley incomplete. Jenkins with good coverage. Romo was looking for a flag and doesn't get it.
You just wonder as this game goes forward, are these defenses going to be able to hold up the way that they have? Both defenses certainly improved, I believe, from where they were a year ago. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Like I said, a lot of penalties here on this offense for the Cowboys, but trying to slow down both of these offenses is a real challenge, and they've done a nice job here through the first 30 minutes.
Here's Witten. Witten is out near the 29. It brings up a third and manageable distance. A gain of 11 as Jordan Hicks made the tackle. 3rd and 4.
Well, they got pressure on Tony Romo early in this game, but haven't gotten a lot on him since then. Certainly on that second down play, had a lot of time back there to hold the ball, and unlike a lot of quarterbacks, Tony Romo, he really does not have that internal clock that he feels the ball has to come out within a certain amount of time. If he has time, he's going to hold the ball until he has someone open.
We are going to get the 2-minute warning. Before a 3rd down and 4, it's America's game of the week. Hopefully America likes defense. 3-0 game, and we'll keep an eye on Witten, who's limping on the sideline.
What are your goals for this season?
I like to.
No, not you. Papa?
We have this great kickoff special we're excited about.
Any big adjustments for the season?
Well, there's
no. Papa.
Just our kickoff special.
问 Papa 一个问题，佩顿能不说话吗？
Papa Bulldog, tall win.
Up your game with our kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza for just $10. Add a double chocolate chip brownie for just $6 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Welcome to Juarez.
What do you work for?
Nothing will make sense to your American ears.
Sicario, rated R. Everywhere October 2nd.
Hey, babe. Last one home cooks?
Yeah!
Another tie.
Order in?
Next time I drive.
The right size Nissan Rogue.
Introducing our 2015 NFL lineup. Get your favorite team's Bud Light can for game day.
The Dueler tires on Terrence Knighton's truck are engineered to be Bridgestone's best SUV tires, and now they have an 80,000-mile tread wear warranty.
Guess we're gonna be here a while.
First time on a treadmill?
What are you saying?
I'm just saying.
Should I start you or Julio this week? I think I'm leaning towards Julio.
Julio?
He's got a good matchup.
We're teammates.
It's nothing personal. It's just if I win this game, I make it to the playoffs.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
So, how's your cat? Cat's doing well. How about your cat? I don't have a cat.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Get apps, videos, and more at iTunes.com/NFL. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Dallas with the ball facing 3rd down along 4. Up by 3. Witten back in there for Dallas. That's on the defense. That could be a first down by penalty. It's a long 4 yards. I don't believe it's a full 5. We'll get the call.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 75 stepped in the neutral zone, causing an offensive player to break his stance. This 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
That's Vinny Curry, and that's a free first down.
I think it was a good call, too. You see Vinny Curry, he's anticipating the snap count and getting off on the ball. He's a heck of a pass rusher. He's there on the inside position, plays a lot of different positions, but he's the one who drew the movement, and they got him for the neutral zone infraction.
Romo finds Whitten, and they catch up near the 40. And then driven backward, which means Whitten gets a hit, and a flag flies for it. You hear him say down there, it's a late whistle.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 75 came in late to the pile, 15-yard penalty, and an automatic first down.
So penalties were really hurtful to the Eagles last week. They get Vinny Curry. Thurman had him wrapped up, and then Curry comes in and gives him a hit to help bring him down. I think the Eagles had a decent argument when they said it was a late whistle. The play wasn't over. Forward progress had been stopped, but that hit by Curry is 15 more yards. And the Eagles now have 30 penalty yards against him, compared with only 21 yards of total offense. On first down, Romo, Williams, pass dropped, incomplete. Did not secure the catch as Romo hit him in stride. Maxwell on the coverage, but that's one Williams dropped.
Yeah, that's one that he has to be able to make a play on, and as you come out of that route, you got to work back towards the ball, and it was really a perfectly thrown ball by Tony Romo, and you see he continues to leak upfield. The ball hits him in the hands. Byron Maxwell then able to make a play on it. He knows that was a missed opportunity.
Second and 10. This for Dunbar. Through his hands, incomplete, with coverage by Michael Kendricks. It'll be third down and 10, and in case you're wondering, the career long for Dan Bailey, 56 yards, which would mean the 38-yard line. Right now, the ball is at the 44.
That was a well-thrown ball by Romo as well, and they take a shot. They get a great matchup. Lance Dunbar, who had 8 receptions last week in that game, showing his versatility and the things that he's capable of doing.
Penalty flag on the play. Beasley underneath, out of bounds near a first down. But a flag is down. It's a hold in the secondary.
Well, the way Whitten reacted, he's saying that he got held. That would have been on DeMarco Ryans.
It'd be an automatic first down as well.
Holding defense number 59 against an eligible receiver. 5-yard penalty results in an automatic first down.
DeMarco Ryans, he's one-on-one with Jason Whitten, and there's the grab. Not a lot. Certainly not a lot, but enough to draw the penalty. So you talked about the penalties that the Eagles had last week offensively, and certainly the Cowboys have been hurt by all the penalties that they've had, but those are hurting the Eagles defensively on this drive.
Well, there have been 3 penalties on the drive by Philadelphia. All have given Dallas first downs.
Well, offensively, for both these teams, really, if you're a quarterback for either one of these teams, you're a little nervous because you really haven't done a lot. Cowboys have only gotten a field goal. And you cannot expect these defenses to hold up the way that they have through this first half against offenses that are used to scoring a lot of points, and they're capable of scoring a lot of points in a hurry.
Michael Kendricks is going off to get looked at in the locker room. First down, Dallas at the 39. This one is incomplete. They're not saying it was a forward pass yet. If it's a live ball, it's Philly's ball. And they're giving it to Philadelphia. We have a good look at it up here. And because it is a turnover, they'll look at it. Jenkins ends up with the ball. We'll get the call when we come back.
On Sunday, sign in or sign up with Visa Checkout to get half off menu price pizzas from pizzahut.com.
Why do you only want half a pizza?
I'm pretty sure you still get the whole pizza. You just pay for half.
I wonder which half is the free half.
Probably the bottom half. Can you get one, Dad?
You can actually get two halves. It's a math joke.
On Sunday, sign in or sign up with Visa Checkout to get half off menu price pizzas from pizzahut.com.
Visa, everywhere you want to be.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that playing cards with Kenny Rogers gets old pretty fast?
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. What? You get it?
I get the gist, yeah.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The new Galaxy Edge Plus or the new Note 5. Man, Samsung gonna make pretty Flacco choose, but I could keep this one strictly for the ladies. Discreet notifications. Yeah? Okay, let's talk about business. Set up a worldwide tour. I might have to go with this one. Can I get this in gold?
The new GS6 Edge Plus and the new Note 5. Get $200 or more when you trade in any smartphone or buy a Galaxy Note 5 or Galaxy S6 Edge Plus.
Well, this looked to all of us and to Mike Pereira back in Los Angeles like a forward pass. It's let go outside the 45-yard line. It lands inside the 45-yard line. It's definitely forward. Then, as Mike was talking to us during the break, was the arm going forward. And it certainly looked to be the case as opposed to a fumble. And if it is reversed, it would be 2nd and 10 at the 39 of Philadelphia. And it will be reversed. Here's the call.
After reviewing the play, it was a forward pass, therefore incomplete. Dallas will retain possession of the ball. It will be 2nd down and 10 at the 39-yard line. With the game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1:31. Thank you.
So 2nd and 10 for Dallas after that incomplete pass to Lance Dunbar.
It's pretty incredible looking at this first half, Joe, that the Eagles offensively have had the ball for less than 7 minutes, and it's a 3-0 ball game. I mean, we'll see what happens on this drive for the Cowboys, but regardless of what happens, I think the Eagles got to feel pretty fortunate that they're still in this game.
Hey, Trav, watch the game.
See, this is a false start. Romo taking a long time up at the line of scrimmage all half. Somebody on the right side of the Dallas offensive line moved.
False start. Offense, number 82. 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
So it's Witten to bring up 2nd and 15.
Yeah, you see Jason Witten, he's the one who moves, and as soon as the center, Travis Frederick, raises his head, Witten jumps off sides, and it's a big mistake for a veteran player.
It's the 9th Cowboy penalty, 3rd false start. 2nd and 15. Romo over the middle. Down in a heap was Witten as he got his feet tangled up in the coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
I think it was a good non-call, Joe. They're running together. Their feet got tangled up. There's no contact.
There's a flag down at the end of the play.
Repeat, 2nd down.
And we missed a call from Tony Correnti. Let's take a look, see if we can decipher what it was. They called a hands to the face. And it's an automatic 1st down inside the 40 at the 39. With 1:27 left in the half.
It looked like they got DeMarco Ryans there inside, and this time a costly penalty for Philadelphia. They had him in long down situations in a 1st down Dallas.
Here's Witten able to get free as he's working on Ryans, and Jason Witten has enough for a Dallas 1st down. Here's the penalty, and there's Ryans with the right hand up under the chin of Travis Frederick.
Yeah, they got him. You know, I mean, that's an easy call. It's a penalty. It's not allowed. No gray area there.
So another defensive penalty for another Dallas 1st down. Romo to Williams, and Williams takes it down inside the 20. 2nd down and about a yard coming up as Nolan Carroll was defending for Philadelphia.
I'm really kind of surprised that the Eagles have played as soft as they have, you know, on this series. And they've allowed free releases. They've allowed Witten with some free releases. Hadn't been hard.
Romo can pick up the 1st down easily and out of bounds inside the 10. 1st and goal. And let's go back to what you said a moment ago. This defense for Philadelphia has got to be gassed at this point.
You're going to see Connor Barwin, who he drops into coverage to try to help out. They got nobody in contain. You get lulled to sleep a little bit when you're playing against Tony Romo because he's not a guy who runs. Just really once or twice a game is about what he does on average, but a good job on his part recognizing what he could do with nobody out in front. You see the discrepancy in time of possession. This Eagles defense, yeah, they're conditioned. Yeah, they work hard. They do a lot of things during the week going up against their offense, but they've got to be awfully taxed right now.
Here's Beasley, and he's brought down on a good play by Jenkins. Dallas has a timeout left. We'll see if they take it. Clock continues to wind, and they'll get back up to the line of scrimmage. Under 15 seconds.
Well, this gives Romo some options.
And now a false start with under 10 seconds here in the half with the clock running. It's against Doug Free.
False start. Offense, number 68. 5-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
And they have to use a timeout to avoid a penalty. Otherwise, it would have been a 10-second runoff.
Right, now this changes everything as far as what you're doing. You see, it was Doug Free, the right tackle, who gets back on his heels. So now are they going to go ahead and attempt the field goal, or they're going to give Romo one shot? If he has one shot, it's got to be in the end zone, or it's got to be on the boundary, and it's got to be out quick, because anything with the clock running, of course, the half's going to end. Be interesting to see what Jason Garrett decides to do.
Well, the officials are getting together. Dallas has a timeout left that they can use. Here's the call.
Operator, please reset the game clock to 11 seconds. Dallas is utilizing their final timeout in lieu of a 10-second runoff. That is Dallas's 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, now you got 11 seconds. That's a little different.
Yeah, that changes things. Now you've got some time, and you can try to make a play into the end zone.
Coming up, the Visa halftime. Kurt, Terry, Howie, Michael, and Jimmy. Bill Belichick and Rex Ryan match wits in Buffalo. Big day for Tom Brady. Winston battles Breeze in a big win for Tampa Bay. And they are on the red carpet at the Emmys, which are tonight on Fox. It's 2nd and goal with 11 seconds left.
At the top of the screen right here, I keep an eye on him. They're giving him a free run off the line of scrimmage in the middle of the field, wide open.
That's Bryce Butler. Romo in his direction, incomplete. And a flag is down. A pass interference call coming up. And now with 7 seconds left, the ball's going to be inside the 10 if it's against Philadelphia.
Illegal contact, defense number 31. 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
So instead of a spot foul for pass interference, they say illegal contact on Byron Maxwell. And it's a 5-yard penalty, which will move the ball to just outside the 10.
It's an interesting call right there, because it looked to me like you could make the argument Maxwell was he had his position on the field, contact clearly. But I didn't think that, you know, when Byron in the position that he was in, he has a right to a spot on the field. Now this ball's got to come out quick for Tony Romo. And look at Gavin Escobar. It's one-on-one with no help for defensive coordinator Bill Davis.
Romo, end zone, has a man, Williams, incomplete. And with 2 seconds left on the clock, the field goal unit will come on for Dallas. And again, Philadelphia's defense holds the Cowboys out of the end zone.
Yeah, and I like what Bill Davis did there. They had one-on-one. Romo was wanting to go to Gavin Escobar, the big, tall guy, out wide one-on-one, but they run a linebacker out, give him the help. That's what got Romo off of Escobar there. And Romo, knowing he couldn't hold the ball any longer, he's got to get it out, otherwise he's going to run out of time.
28-yard try for Bailey. He's 2 for 2, and we are at the half in a 6-point game. And a frustrated crowd here in Philadelphia as the teams head to the locker rooms. 6-0 Dallas. Philadelphia will get the ball when we start the second half. Kurt, the Visa halftime, coming up now.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
I'd like to welcome you to the Visa Halftime. Michael Strahan, Terry Bradshaw. And their touch is already getting prepared to talk to a few celebrities as we get you all set for the primetime Emmys later on tonight after the Dallas-Philly game here on Fox. In the meantime, Kurt Menefee along with Howie, Jimmy, and Jake Laser sitting up here at the desk with us as we roll through some of the highlights of the game so far here in Week 2. And Howie's Raiders hosting Baltimore. Derek Carr back after that hand injury, hooks up with Amari Cooper. And the rookie out of Alabama takes it 68 yards for his first NFL score. Raiders up 7-0 at that point, but back come the Ravens. Joe Flacco to Crockett Gilmore. He fights his way, and I mean fights, for a 9-yard score. Game tied 20-20 right now at intermission. Meanwhile, down in Jacksonville, the Battle of Florida, as the Dolphins come to town, Blake Bortles hooking up with Allen Robinson. Beautiful pass, 46-yard touchdown. That made it 17-6 Jacksonville at that point. Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins mount their own comeback. Hooked up with Damian Williams, 10 yards score, and that pulls them to within 17-13. It was 20-13 seconds ago. Jake Stoneburner, 5-yard score, and Stoneburner gives the Dolphins a lead, ties the game, pending the extra point, 20-19 right now. They're trying to make it 20-20. Earlier today, Atlanta came back to beat the Falcons. The Steelers get their first victory of the season. Tampa Bay pulls the upset down in New Orleans. Minnesota gets on the winning board. Arizona gets to 2-0. Jake Cutler left that game with an injury as well. Washington knocks off St. Louis. New England rolled in Buffalo. Cincinnati got past San Diego. Carolina held on to beat Houston, and Johnny Manziel gets his first victory in the National Football League, leading the Cleveland Browns to a 28-14 win over Tennessee. All right, Jimmy, Dallas and Philly.
Well, you look at this game, it's a defensive game, but, you know, the penalties have really hurt Dallas. As far as Philadelphia, they've had the ball less than 7 minutes, only 1 first down, only minus 1 yard rushing. So, you know, they're just not moving the football. You got to make first downs.
All right, the closest we came to a touchdown in this game was our Visa play in the first half. Gavin Escobar, the tight end for the Cowboys, they judged him down inside the 1. They had to settle for a field goal, and that's how we got to 6-0 here at halftime. More highlights with some of you after this. Say hello to Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay on many of your favorite sites. Sign up now at visacheckout.com. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Derek Jeter with one of We are the flashes of greatness that make history. And this year, history will be made on FS1 and Fox.
It's Ford SUV season. Now just sign and go with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment, hassle-free. Choose from Ford Escape, Edge, Explorer, and Expedition, every SUV. Ford makes it easier for you to be unstoppable during SUV season. Lease a Ford Escape for only $259 a month with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment at your Ford dealer.
Arby's sandwiches have always been crafted for 2 medium to large-sized hands. Until now. Arby's new $1 sliders are still meat crafted with your favorite meats, but meant to be eaten one-handed, freeing up your non-dominant hand for a second Arby's slider. Arby's new sliders for only $1? Arby's, we have the meats.
Who says desirable can't also be responsible? With 46 standard safety features, the Lexus RX is proof that fun can be good for you. Lease the 2015 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Kentucky Lottery. Fueling imagination, funding education.
Hold on a sec. Are we gonna make it?
Almost there.
Well, I landed too, so we can go over together. Right here's fine.
Anything else I can do for you, ma'am?
So many things.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Mom, Dad, that's gross.
Safe trip.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Mom.
Experience true luxury in a variety of Audi models at your local dealer today.
A frustrating first half for the Philadelphia offense, to say the least. Frustration building throughout the entire first half, but on America's Game of the Week, just a 6-point game with Dallas on top. Back after this.
An all-new Ultimate Fighter, Wednesday at 10, only on FS1.
The world will be watching as television's finest honor television's finest.
I accept this award on my behalf. Thank you.
Be there for the 67th Emmy Awards live on Fox and see if your favorites take home the prize.
Ha ha, I won. I knew I would because I am the best actor.
Andy Samberg is hosting, so expect the unexpected.
Brother, I think I've been poisoned.
Yeah, not now, Geoffrey, not now.
The 67th Emmy Awards, live tonight on Fox.
Dean is an actor who played a lawyer on TV.
Don't settle!
His brother is a lawyer in real life.
It seemed truthful to you guys? It felt as real as all the other ones.
But now, I should be a lawyer for real.
This is a terrible idea.
Show business.
Are you Grinder?
Once upon a time. What are you looking at? What's up there?
Meets the family business.
You're all a team, working together, fighting for the people, because that's the oath we took.
That's not an oath that anybody takes. Woo!
Rob Lowe is The Grinder. Premieres Tuesday, September 29th on Fox.
We hid cameras in 2 different cars, the Chevy Equinox with built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi and the Ford Escape without.
Chocolate chip, chocolate chip.
Keep your legs down. Peter, put your leg down, please.
Chevrolet is the first and only car company to bring built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi to cars, trucks, and crossovers.
Find your tag. Get $27.50 total cash allowance on select Equinox vehicles in stock. See your select Kentuckiana dealers.
All right, while Terry continues to work the red carpet, we'll continue to roll through highlights. Jimmy starting with the Giants, hosting the Falcons, and this one went down to the finish. Eli Manning hook it up with Odell Beckham Jr. 67-yard score. Beckham, 139 yards receiving. Giants led it by 10 points in the fourth quarter, but the Falcons come back. Devontae Freeman, 2-yard touchdown inside 2 minutes, and that was the game winner. Falcons knocked out the Giants 24-20.
Big game for Julio Jones there, Kurt.
It was. Big game for Pittsburgh's Ben Roethlisberger as well. Hooked up with Antonio Brown here, 59-yard completion. Brown out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They get the touchdown later and a 2-point conversion, and it was that kind of day. All Steelers. D'Angelo Williams going to contribute this time. The former Carolina Panther gets a 2-yard run. First of 3 TDs for the day for Williams. 43-18, Steelers with the win. Upset of the day, Drew Brees and the Saints, their home opener against Jameis Winston and the Bucks. And it was Jameis Winston and the Bucks with the win. 26-19 final.
Yeah, big try by New Orleans to come back, but too many sacks, too many turnovers.
Meanwhile, Buffalo talked all week about what they would do against New England. Tom Brady thought otherwise. 466 yards passing, including that touchdown to Rob Gronkowski, and then another touchdown to Julian Edelman. They were rolling. The only really difficult thing to watch was Aaron Williams, the safety for Buffalo, being carted off the field with a neck injury. The Bills did come back, but it wasn't enough. 40-32, New England gets the finish. Tennessee at Cleveland. 4th down, Marcus Mariota to Dorial Green Beckham, 13-yard score. Tennessee trying to come back. They were down 21-0, but they wouldn't be able to do it. Johnny Manziel to Travis Benjamin, 50-yard score. 28-14, Cleveland wins.
Heisman Trophy winners, and this one, Johnny Manziel, he comes out victorious.
And that'll do it for the highlights. When we come back, second half of your game from Philadelphia, America's Game of the Week.
Showtime.
Morris Chestnut, Gina Lee Ortiz.
It's undeniable. We make a great team.
Rosewood premieres this Wednesday on Fox. There are certain kinds of roads built for certain kinds of cars, sweeping you up in a moment of pure driving enjoyment. Just don't get too carried away.
I'm a fan of these new DQ baked cinnamon pull-aparts. How'd DQ make a breakfast out of only the best part of the cinnamon roll? The first bite is all warm and gooey, but then so is the second. The edges are perfectly baked and drizzled with vanilla glaze, but when I pull it apart, it's like that everywhere. It's like a bunch of middles, hugged tenderly by even more middles. It's like a sweet middle riddle.
The perfect bite in every bite. Introducing the new DQ Baked Cinnamon Pull-Aparts. This is fan food, not fast food.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing, best V8 horsepower, and has Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year?
Ram. Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
Oh.
Here's the answer. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus find your bonus tag and get $4,000 cash allowance on select Silverado 1500 crew cabs in stock. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Start your week with beer, beef, and bourbon. Tomorrow beginning at 5 on WGRB in the morning.
This is the Ford F-150, and this changes everything.
Now get an F-150 with 0% financing for 72 months, or get up to $7,050 in total savings.
Today's excitement is brought to you by Nissan.
Let them know what time it is. Let's go now. Takes everybody. Let's go, boy. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And we welcome you back to the start of the second half here in Philadelphia. 6-0, the Cowboys on top. Eagles will get the ball to start this second half. 1 first down in the first half. It's the fewest since 2001, and that first down, Troy, came on a penalty. I mean, it's time for this Philadelphia offense to get going, and we're going to see it here right out of the gate.
Well, it's hard to believe the way they opened up on Monday night, and you didn't think it could get worse, and here in this first 30 minutes it certainly has, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they come out here at halftime. I think this drive here is really, really important. They're not down like they were on Monday night. It's a one-possession game. But there's a lot of frustration in that locker room, and I've been there. And it's boiling over to the defense, too. You know, I mean, they're playing as well as they can play. Yeah, they don't have Dez Bryant, but they can score points. We saw that. We saw it last week by the Cowboys, and I think it's really important for them to be able to do something on the offensive side of the ball on this drive. Not necessarily come away with some points, but they've got to be able to string some plays together and have more success.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's almost 4-1 advantage Cowboys in the time of possession war, but it's just a 6-point game. This is Huff trying to get to the 20, and he will get awfully close, maybe inches short. And with that, we go down to the field and check in with Aaron Andrews.
You guys mentioned how both these defenses are playing their hearts out. Now the Eagles are going to have to do it shorthanded yet again. We mentioned earlier in the first half, linebacker Kiko Alonso out with a knee injury. Now linebacker Michael Kendricks out with a hamstring injury. Besides that, for the offense, I asked Chip Kelly, what do you got to do? And he said, how about make a first down? We haven't even done that. He also mentioned, let's maybe try to catch the ball and not drop it on third down.
Yeah, they've had some opportunities that way. A drop early by Matthews. Here's play action to start. Bradford well protected. Pass is caught by Aguilar. And a first down. And a partial standing ovation here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you thought that was a scoring play, the way that these fans reacted to the completion. And, you know, now when you get a first down, now you can start to hurry things up and run the offense that you're used to running. But when you're not picking those up, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do.
The Eagles have to get Murray rolling, and it's DeMarcus Lawrence who makes the play in the backfield. And the question is this offensive line for Philadelphia good enough? And so far the answer is no in Atlanta and here today.
Well, Jason Kelsey, the center, he just runs by DeMarcus Lawrence as he's coming up the field. They just let him run free through the gap, and it hasn't been a good start this year for DeMarco Murray, but he has not had many places to run the ball.
And again, he's wrapped up in the backfield. It's Mincy this time. And DeMarco Murray can't believe it. There are hands on him the instant he gets the football.
Hey, you see Jason Peters, the left tackle, he thinks that he's going to try to reach him. Mincy on the block. Instead, Jeremy Mincy comes up inside of him, penetrates, is in the backfield, and we've seen it time after time here in this game.
That's Rod Marinelli, the defensive coordinator, and in charge of the defensive line. He calls him his rushman. They have been working hard and getting through this Eagles offensive line all game. Now 3rd and 21, a screen for Sproles. And he won't get it. So they get the first down. But this crowd is letting the offense have it. Nothing downfield. A gain of 11. It's 4th down.
Well, I can't recall. I really can't, Joe. I can't recall an offense that I have seen look worse than what I've seen from this Eagles offense. And I mean, if you're ever against preseason games, this is a good reason why, because even after 4, that's what we're watching here in this game.
Here's a block punt. Dallas picks it up. A special teams play. It's Wilbur. A flag is down on a block. The touchdown, it doesn't appear, will count, but the block punt will, and Donnie Jones can't get up. Danny McCray came through and blocked the punt, and then Donnie Jones got laid out trying to make the tackle. That's where the flag came in. The block punt will stand, and we'll get the call now from Correnti.
They're going to get
There is no foul for a blindside block. The block was shoulder into the chest of the quarterback. Therefore, no penalty. The result of the play, touchdown.
And here's the block. And it was Heath who got his right shoulder into the chest of Donnie Jones, and it's the special teams for Dallas. Rich Bisaccia in charge of that group, and it's Wilbur who took it in for the touchdown to add to the lead. Mike Pereira back in Los Angeles. What'd you see there? Good pickup of the flag?
No, I don't think so, Joe, and here's why. The kicker, even after the block kick, is considered defenseless, so you can't hit him in the head or neck area, and to me there's helmet-to-helmet contact, and I think you have to stay with that call.
So they pick up the flag, and that means a touchdown, and now the extra point And that makes it 13-0, Dallas on top. And there's that helmet-to-helmet contact that Mike Pereira talked about. Touchdown Wilbur on America's Game of the Week. Cowboys up 13.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. With fares this low, you might get flagged for excessive celebration. Southwest is having a sale. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. Yeah, it's a whole new day. Because in the truck game, it's either the aluminum age or the stone age. Cock-a-doodle-doo, pal. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
What are your goals for this season?
I'd like to.
No, not you. Papa?
We have this great kickoff special we're excited about.
Any big adjustments for the season?
Well, there's
no. Papa.
Just our kickoff special.
问 Papa 一个问题，佩顿能不说话吗？
Papa Bulldog, tall win.
Up your game with our kickoff special. Get any large two-topping pizza for just $10. Add a double chocolate chip brownie for just $6 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
At the new papajohns.com.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By the Ford F-150. Every other truck is history. By Corona, who invites you to find your beach. And by Samsung, introducing the new Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the new Galaxy Note 5.
Oh, who the hell is a Cowboy? We beat that every time we play him.
Oh, I would have said something to Buddy, but he wouldn't stand on the field long enough. He put his big fat rear end into the dressing room.
Cowboys and Eagles special teams play made. There's the block by Heath. Some helmet-to-helmet contact. They pick up the flag. Kyle Wilbur gets the touchdown. And it's the first Cowboy punt block return for a touchdown in 368 games. With Dallas trying to go to 2-0 after that come-from-behind win last week against the Giants. They're up 13-0 on Philadelphia. And it's been ugly so far. Maybe this is the possession where Sam Bradford and the offense gets on a roll.
Yeah, we'll see. I will go back to the blocked punt, and I'm with Mike Pereira. I saw it when it happened. I thought the flag was a good call, and I'm really surprised that they picked it up. You know, they don't have the benefit of going back and watching it on replay. It sure looked to me like the initial contact was helmet to helmet. Because they made the call the way that they did, I'm surprised then that they decided to pick it up. But boy, this has sure been an ugly game for this Eagles team.
Bradford gets hit and then throws into coverage. It's broken up. Good play by Patman as he tried to get it to Aguilar.
You know, Sam just has not been able to settle in, and you know, they're getting some different looks. I think Rod Marinelli's doing a good job of not always playing man coverage. You run some routes, some of those crossing routes against man, and when they play zone, it creates a little different look for the quarterback.
Bradford looked like he had his arm hit when he threw it. It goes right into the grass, 3rd and 10. The question is, are these guards good enough? As you said, they let Harrimans go. They let Evan Mathis go. And in the interior of this offensive line, the Dallas Cowboys, maybe his arm wasn't hit. He was just trying to pull that back. The interior of this offensive line is just getting worked by Dallas.
It's been a struggle. I don't think Sam Bradford, he's not seeing the field particularly well either. At times when he's had protection, he's been very indecisive.
Here's one down the sideline, incomplete for Riley Cooper. And it's another 3-and-out.
And that looked to me, Joe, like a well-thrown ball and one that Riley Cooper's got to be able to make a play. Enough guys on this team are struggling that when you have a chance then to get something positive going, somebody has to step up and do something good to get a first down. And that was an opportunity for Riley Cooper, and like so many before him, failed to convert.
Jones able to stay in there, and he just got this one away. Fair catch called for by Beasley. Eagles have had it 7 times. They've had 5 3-and-outs. Does Chip Kelly have an answer? 13-0 Dallas.
Okay, so the government crash tested the F-150. The one with the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body, bolted to a high-strength steel frame. And guess what? It made the strongest statement any truck can make. It pulled a 5-star safety rating on all sides for every cab configuration. Because when they say military grade, they mean battle tested. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Dudes, you know, been a couple of A-plus roommates. And I hate to do this because you guys have been cool with everything. You're cool with my band. You're cool with that English accent phase, remember that?
We're literally out to milk.
And that theater troupe.
Hey, down, up. Hey, could you give me a second, please?
But State Farm's helped me be really smart with my money, and I got my own pet now. Oh, no big deal, Mom, Dad. My new place doesn't allow pets. Dylan's gonna have to stay here. One love, Pops.
Start out right in life. With everything from renter's insurance to your first bank account, State Farm is there.
The Corona can has arrived.
Rated everyone.
Get the Xbox One limited edition bundle.
So...
Yes?
French fries and I are pregnant. And we're having chicken fries.
Everybody just calm down!
Again?
There's just no stopping true love. Chicken fries are back at Burger King.
Based on the film by Steven Spielberg. Minority Report, tomorrow on Fox.
Onto the Microsoft Surface tablet is Bradford looking at what's gone on so far.
Kill! Hey, he's switching it! He's switching it!
Here's Randall right side. Able to get around Barwin and knocked out of bounds on a big hit by Jordan Hicks. Lost his helmet on the hit, but a gain of 4. The Audi postgame and the Audi kickoff to the Emmys will follow. Then the 67th annual Primetime Emmy Awards from Los Angeles coming up. A big night on Fox. Andy Samberg is hosting. 2nd and 6. Again, it's Randall behind this big offensive line. He spins for a first down. The flag is down at the end of the play.
Holding, offense number 70. 10-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
It's the Pro Bowler from a year ago as a rookie, Zach Martin.
You see him right there on your screen, number 70. And it looks like DeMarco Ryans was the one that he was holding. And how about the year that Zach Martin had last year? And you talk about the offensive line, and yeah, you can spend some picks, as the Cowboys have, first-round picks, but then you've got to be right in those selections, and all 3 of them. And arguably the best of the bunch is Zach Martin. For him to be an all-pro player as a rookie at that position just does not happen very often. He had one heck of a rookie year and played through some injuries too that proved his toughness along the way.
2nd and 13 now. Pass is incomplete. Devin Street wasn't ready for it, didn't have his head around, and there's a lot of work to be done now with guys like Devin Street, Bryce Butler, who we just picked up this week, and Lucky Whitehead, a rookie from Florida Atlantic, to try and get on the same page with Romo.
Yeah, you know, the Cowboys have moved the ball. They did in that first half. They had a lot of penalties, certainly hurt them, but you know, we don't really know what we're seeing from this Dallas offense either. I mean, it has had a different look and feel without Dez Bryant, having to rely on some of these young players. The Eagles defense has been really good, but you just wonder if they were opposite a better offense than what they've had here today in Philadelphia, what this game would look like.
Third down and 13 down the sideline for Dunbar. He's got it. And was able to keep his feet in bounds. Working on the rookie linebacker Jordan Hicks. And a big throw from Tony Romo. Good for 39 yards.
Well, we saw this earlier in the first half. They split Lance Dunbar out wide. He was matched up that time, I believe, on DeMarco Ryans. This time he's on the rookie Jordan Hicks. And you know, these are the types of things you can expect. And Bill Davis is going to play one-on-one. And if I'm a quarterback and I know every time I come to the line, I got one-on-one across the board, it's not hard to play against as long as you have time then in the pocket. And the Eagles really have not put much pressure on Romo since the early part of this game.
Here's Randall right side. Good play up front by Fletcher Cox.
I mean, the throw that Romo made on that was, I mean, it was a fair catch ball. I mean, it was just no coverage. You see Romo drop back. He knows exactly where he's going with it. He lays it up. But you're asking a rookie to try to make a play on the ball down the field, and they're just not used to doing that. He's beat all the way. He's lucky it wasn't a touchdown.
One thing we saw last week for Dunbar, who had 8 catches against the Giants, he has great hands. He catches everything in his area, and he was able to haul it in.
Well, if he's in the game, Joe, you can expect that he's going to be a receiver. They don't handle the ball a lot. He's better as a receiver within this scheme.
In the slot here. Romo loses the ball. Jordan Hicks knocked it out, and we'll see who got on top. Philly. And did the Eagles need that? And Romo is down.
Looked like he might have grabbed his shoulder. We talked about him coming in a little gingerly because of the back and the hit he took last week. The rookie gets pressure, and then big Fletcher Cox goes down on him too.
They check on Romo. The Eagles get a much-needed turnover as they take over at their own 39. Down 13. Romo still down.
Mother Nature can turn in an instant. Don't turn back. Introducing the new 2016 Ford Explorer. Be unstoppable.
This is my fight song.
Old Spice Bear Glove is the best! Bear Glove.
Oops. Swagger.
Now at Chili's, new smoked chicken burritos are just $8.99 and filled with fresh Mex flavors.
A better network as explained by J.J. Watt chopping wood in the middle of the forest. Verizon has the largest 4G LTE network. What does that mean? Well, pretend J.J. Watt is your signal. It means even out here, way out here, you'll find your signal working hard. Really, really hard. Because that's what a strong network does. That and play football. Watch live local games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Orange is a good color for you.
They say it's a new black.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. Watch live local games with NFL Mobile only on Verizon.
Well, the first turnover of the game could be devastating for the Dallas Cowboys. It took Tony Romo a while just to be able to get up. It's left shoulder, left collarbone, whatever it is, it looks serious. As he lost the football, knocked out by the rookie linebacker Jordan Hicks. And now play action from Sam Bradford. Spins out of trouble. Flag is down, and Bradford is down as well at the 35. Pressure by Devon Coleman. And a flag was thrown at the beginning of the play. Well, the Eagles get exactly what they needed. The turnover, it comes at A great time, and now we'll see what the offense can do with it for Chip Kelly. A lot of flags in this game.
Just a lot of guys, Joe, on that last play. There was time initially. First of all, Sam Bradford's got to get the ball out of his hands. There's no excuse for taking a sack and losing yardage when you're outside the pocket.
There is no foul on the play for defensive holding, as a running back who had the fake handoff to was tackled immediately thereafter. Therefore, in the tackle box, it is not a foul. Second down.
So second down and a loss on the play on the sack of Sam Bradford.
There's pressure inside. He's able to avoid that. But then once he gets outside the pocket, you see what Sam Bradford's looking at. It's man-to-man coverage, and there's just no separation, really nowhere to go with the ball. But you can make a bad play worse, and that's what Sam Bradford did by not unloading it and at least avoiding the lost yardage.
A loss of 5 on the play. Screen set up for Murray. Looking for a spark, and DeMarco Murray's got a first down. A catch and run of 18 yards for number 29. And the Eagles get a spark from the former Cowboy.
They had a lot of success with the screen plays last week, and that's the only thing that's worked for him here today.
Here he is again. Ridden out of bounds by Sean Lee. Meanwhile, on the other side, in case you're wondering, the Dallas Cowboys have only one backup quarterback, and it's number 3, Brandon Weeden. And Weeden, it appears, will take over next time the Cowboys have it after Romo was injured. 2nd and 8. Go. Bradford, flag flies, and the pass incomplete as it was batted into the air. DeMarco Murray indicates the foul is against Dallas.
You know, if you're Brandon Weeden and you're maybe having to go back in the game, which is what it looks like, I think I'd be doing a little more than sitting on the bench. I think I'd
pass was deflected.
get warmed up.
Pass. Holding. Defense. Number 90. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
It's DeMarcus Lawrence, 2nd-round pick last year, who suffered that same injury that Dez Bryant is dealing with. And there's the hold as he spins DeMarco Murray.
Well, there's no doubt that this running back trio that they have, very good at catching the ball out of the backfield and making plays, and the Cowboys wanting to try to control that with them coming out of the backfield.
Here's Murray again, poor blocking up front, and Murray will lose yardage again. First guy there was Mincy, but he was not alone, and Murray has got to be wondering what in the world is going on up front. Well, he can't get anything going.
No, you're going to see linemen who are pulling out. And what happens is that then creates some lanes for guys to get up the field and put pressure on them. Normally, this offense will take advantage of the over-aggressive defensive front. They've not been able to do that. They've been out of sync from the beginning. And another opportunity for a running back without anywhere to go with the football.
Did you see those numbers? Murray, 8 carries, minus 15 yards in this game, in this big rematch, and all the emotion and everything else. As a player is down, it's Barry Church for Dallas. That's why we have whistles and a stop in the action. He's along the Philadelphia sideline. But right now the big story is Tony Romo's injury, and how serious is it, as he came down on the left shoulder. Hicks, who forced the fumble, came down on top of Romo. You get the sense the way his arm is hanging there. It's shoulder, collarbone, something like that.
Well, it's shoulder more than likely, and the severity of it we'll find out. He's in the training room. He's getting x-rays on it, I'm sure, as we speak. He broke that collarbone a few years ago, missed over half the season. And, of course, we know what he means to this football team. Talked about the loss of Dez Bryant. The one guy they cannot afford to lose certainly is Tony Romo. Weeden had 1 start last year against Arizona. That was a game that they lost. He only had 41 pass attempts. Of course, he did start some early in his career as a first-round pick for the Cleveland Browns. But I'm a little surprised that he's not, I'm just surprised he's not warming up. I don't think he's thrown a football since, the pregame warm-ups, but he seems pretty calm over there on the sidelines.
2nd down and 15. Bradford, Matthews. Flag is thrown as there was a grab. Patman had his arm on the arm of Jordan Matthews.
Jordan Matthews, he's lined up on the slot, a well-designed play. You see that Padman's trying to overcome the underneath route and the traffic, and when he does, it gives Matthews a step.
Defense number 26. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
It's now 13 Dallas penalties in this game. This one a 16-yard penalty against Tyler Patman. Against Jordan Matthews, who has been shut out. And how can the mind of Jason Garrett